Hi, this is Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. It's a battle tonight from Mystblade, who is now in clan 2AR. He's moved to that clan to bring up the standards of play from 2AR, which is a great thing. Mystblade's also a community contributor, and I'll put his links to his YouTube channel and his Twitch channel in the comments below. This battle he's playing in the 430. He's moved to the centre in Fisherman's Bay. Allies backed into him and taken a shot from him, so he's a little bit of 10 damage. That's just one of the problems in moving up to this spot. It gets quite concentrated with the light and medium tanks, all trying to spot. Fairly good position. He can spot tanks in the middle and tanks down to the side. The M103 there is spotted, and he's trying to put shots in him, but he's just been taken down. Batchat 12T on the enemy side is backing around, tracks him, but unfortunately no one's there to take advantage of that and put more shots into him. But it'll be a continuing battle with the enemy tanks in the middle here, which is how this particular map works. So we'll continue to stay in this spot for a little while, just trying to stay in cover and take opportunistic shots. Spotting the strip 103 in the background there, but it goes dark and the shot hits the ground in front. The enemy scouts are also trying to do roughly the same thing, and they're circling around, and finally gets a shot next to the CS1 and takes him down. So that's his first kill and first bit of damage in the game. So we'll just see how that progresses. He stays in the middle there. Another enemy tank comes forward, the Skoda T50, and at this point Mist gets lit, so backs off slightly, gets back down over the crest of the hill to avoid getting any incoming shots from below. No one seems to have taken advantage of that being lit, and he gets lit again, possibly by the Skoda, or more likely the Batchat 12T, which Mist then takes down. As you can see, then he takes an incoming shot from a Scorpion G further down the map, who is in a position to shoot into that area, and then also takes out the Progetto that was with him in that location. So you can see it's a bit exposed. You don't really want to get lit while you're there. But again, it's a relatively powerful position if you can hold it and maintain control over that part of the map. So it continues to look for lights and also really not give up ground to the enemy light tanks and medium tanks here. That's one of the reasons for staying in this position. Takes out the enemy T54. It's starting to reduce the enemy now. They've got a slight lead in the battle of 3 tanks, and he's just ticked over 1,000 damage. So we'll just continue to hold this position until it's safe to start pushing further forward. So as a good player does, he keeps looking around for other opportunities, or make sure the enemy's not coming from locations that you're not expecting. Blind fires in the direction where he thought the Scorpion would be. We'll see later on whether that pays off, but at this point, yeah, just being cautious. But as they say, the shot you don't take will not hit a tank, so sometimes it's definitely worth taking blind shots. So we continue to try and track that LTDB, and they've got most of the control over this part of the map, and I think the LTDB's worked that out, so he's bugging out. And there's the Scorpion's been spotted and gets a shot into him. Retribution, and the Scorpion's still looking away, so he reloads and turns around, gets one more shot. That leaves him on 10 hit points, so he doesn't get the kill at that point. And he goes dark and Mist then, yep, decides to move away from that area just in case the Scorpion is going to try and shoot him back. So at this point you've got team control over the middle of the map, so he moves up to the next point. The LTDB is still circling around the lower part of the map. Should have worked whether it is lit, and he just starts to run away. So he's zigging and zagging, a pretty hard target, and Mist is just trying to get his turret working in the same direction and gets a good shot into him as he gets down to the other part of the map and then gets behind a rock to go dark. So at that point, no more target opportunities there, and they're now extended their lead slightly to 4 tanks. So the score is 8-4, and he just moves to the back part of the map where the enemy's been pushing down the one line. Gets lit there, possibly the AMX or the Progetto that's popping up over the side there. So he's just looking to see whether it's a shot on that Progetto who keeps popping up. And it gets a very, very clear lucky shot there, which takes the Progetto out. The Progetto's a bit made of cheese, really, quite soft armour, so it's a good shot, but quite a narrow angle that was on offer. So there's a Lorraine 40 tonner in the background there, always a dangerous tank with a full clip. So Mist is not pushing up too quickly. Let's see whether the tank destroyers in the back need any help with that IS. And he's going low down on the hillside, trying to avoid the Strip 103 in the background. But the ISM gets taken out, so this can come back towards the tower area on the one line. At this point another Scorpion gets lit. And the Striv and AMX TEs, so he gets a kill shot on the AMX, which is good, and then he starts to push on the Scorpion. The Scorpion's obviously just taking a shot as they're reloading, so he does a little bit of ramming damage, puts a shot in, and with a really slow turret turn of the Scorpion, gets a good kill shot. Now the Lorraine 40 tonners put in 2 shots into him and then goes back behind cover. The score is now 13-7, so the game's pretty much getting wrapped up, and it's just a case of taking down the last 2 enemy tanks. So at this point, Mist's on 6 kills, so he's secured his top gun. And he starts to push in on the Lorraine. And he finally gets some spotting damage on the Lorraine. But Lorraine gets taken out, and he comes forward and does a snapshot on the move on the Strip 103. And that's the game. So he ends up with Top Gun Award, 7 kills, total of 3,816 damage, which is really an excellent result. A small amount of team damage, obviously, which was the tank backing into his line of fire, so no real ability to change that. And overall made 20,000 credits from the game, with having some personal reserves running and some mission payouts. So quite a good result there. Excellent battle, even though the wasn't a ace tanker, but still an excellent game from Mystblade. And if you like his battles, follow his Twitch channel and have a look at his YouTube channel as well. He's got some excellent battles out there. Thanks very much.